The son of Shad Khan, owner of the NFL's Jacksonville Jaguars and London's Fulham Football Club, Tony became an integral part of the family business. As a sports executive, he'd work with both the Jags and Fulham FC in operations and recruiting, using his unique vantage point to assess the pro wrestling landscape. "I built a good reputation as an expert in sports analytics and team management," he said, as well as working with sports media partners around the world. As he busied himself with his responsibilities for Fulham and the Jaguars, Khan watched the steady growth of indie wrestling, smaller promotions generally perceived as an alternative to the commercial fare most fans saw each week on World Wrestling Entertainment (WWE) broadcasts. "Wrestling had sort of become monotonous," said referee Aubrey Edwards. "There was only one major company in North America. They were doing their thing, and that was it." And she wasn't alone. Kenny Omega, who held the prestigious IWGP Heavyweight Championship in Japan for the latter part of 2018, had also been a childhood fan but became disenchanted with the product widely viewed in North America. "I felt that with all the varieties of wrestling throughout the world, something new and diverse could be created and universally enjoyed," he said. "Something that would combine all types of styles, like the techniques of Mexican lucha libre, British strong style, and what was available in Japan, where the strikes were harder and it was more martial arts based. You just had to take the journey." Unbeknownst to Omega, Khan was already on that path, strongly relating to those fans who regularly packed arenas for Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, PWG, in Los Angeles, Defy in Seattle, and Revolution Pro, Rev Pro, in the United Kingdom, among other leagues, while closely following the industry across the Pacific, particularly Japan's largest pro wrestling organization, New Japan Pro Wrestling. "I'd use the word starved to describe how the fan base felt about an alternative," said future AEW World Champion Maxwell Jacob Friedman, or MJF, "but AEW would end up doing it at a much higher level than I think anyone could have anticipated. I think it's fair to say that in many ways, AEW would bring back pro wrestling." The process began in earnest in 2018 when Khan began turning the fantasy booking of his youth into a viable business plan. By this stage, he was enough of a student of the game to understand why past upstart promotions had failed. By contrast, the organization he hoped to create would not be a vanity project, launched by a money mark, the derogatory term for a fan who falls into money and throws it away on a league that instantly flames out, but a serious, revenue-generating venture. "I'd built connections and friendships, so when the opportunity crystallized, I was in a position to capitalize on my ideas," Khan said. "The business model for pro wrestling had really changed when the TV rights fees increased. You could sell a show for tens of millions of dollars, sign a roster of wrestlers, and air 52 weeks a year. There was a new opportunity to launch a promotion profitably and internationally that hadn't really existed until then. The idea was to build a TV show and develop a franchise of pay-per-views." By sheer circumstance, in April 2018, he happened to attend a party in Beverly Hills where he ran into a friend, Kevin Riley, an important executive at Warner Media, the company overseeing such networks as CNN, TBS, TNT, and Max. TBS and TNT had already been the home of World Championship Wrestling, WCW, the last company to attempt to make a run as industry leader in North America prior to its demise and absorption by WWE in 2001. A new wrestling group was needed, Khan and Riley agreed, something tailored to the desires of current fans and, on a scale few had tried before. Perhaps they might create one together. "As we were talking, a light bulb went off," Khan said. "Once I saw his interest, I started working on my project."